Okay, it's currently 4:30 in the morning, and I just couldn't sleep. My mind's just can't stop thinking. So instead of just tossing and turning, I thought I would take this opportunity to just get up early, and I'm gonna head. So we're currently here in the capital, and I thought I would head to the other end of Eysturoy to roughly where them sea cliffs are that are, I'll show you, these things that are right next to this massive cliff. You might recognise them from the pictures you see on Instagram of the beach that's further away, so they look smaller, but that's the popular photo. But I don't want to do the typical beach photo, so I want to go the other side that they're usually photoed, basically. But I've got nothing specific in mind. I just get a head out there and see what I can do. I mean, the weather might not be great. I mean, it's just overcast. It's not windy. It's just overcast, and because the weather's so changeable, it might clear up. You might get a nice sunrise. You might not get anything. But I'm not sleeping anyway, so I might as well get up and go. Okay, see you there. Here I am on location. It's pretty cold. It's more the wind chill factor. There's only a slight breeze, but it really brings the temperature down. But we're still an hour away from sunrise, but the blue hours are quite a bit longer here because we're so much further north than I'm used to. And in fact, it was this morning that we hit the clocks changed. They went forward an hour, so suddenly sunrise had gone from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, or around that time anyway, and then sunset has gone from 7 in the evening to 8 o'clock in the evening. So that is the times as of today. Yeah, so I've got about an hour, and what I'm thinking, because I'd like to shoot this nice sea cliff here with these sea stacks, and what I'll do is I'll just wander over across here and then look along the cliff from here and across the way. That's what I'm thinking. But at the moment I've got a bit of time. I'm going to sit in the car for another 20-30 minutes because I don't want to get out there and just stand in the cold wind, because I'm sure it's a little bit windier out on the cliff as well. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy a bit of time with the view, and we've got a nice amount of cloud coverage as well. It's not completely overcast. We can see into the blue sky beyond. Yeah, very nice, very nice. So today is Sunday morning, and as I mentioned, the clocks went forward an hour this morning. But this has been an amazing trip so far. I didn't know what to expect weather-wise. I just didn't expect great weather, and I've had basically all weather so far. I've had some mild days, I've had some really stormy days, I've had beautifully snowy days, cold days, overcast days. I haven't had any perfectly clear skies, but like this morning you can tell there's not a lot of cloud, and when there is, it's nice and dramatic, like over there. And when I drove through here on that really stormy day, and there was hardly any snow, and I was getting a bit sad because I like the snow, especially on the tops of the mountains, like over here where it's half grass and half snow. But then suddenly out of nowhere all this cold weather and snow has come, and yeah, looking amazing. And also from different parts of the island at different times of day you get completely different weather, and so you can't really plan for the weather. You just have to kind of take the risk, as it were. That's what I did this morning. The weather didn't look great looking at the forecast, but I come here and it's looking amazing. So you kind of just have to just go for it, because you don't know what's going to happen. And what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to have an amazing time. It's not a bad thing, is it? Right, I'm actually getting really hot. I think I've overwrapped up, and then combined that with some walking uphill slightly. I'm getting sweaty, but I know the moment I stop, that's when I'm going to feel cold. So, yeah, I don't want to sweat, that's the problem. Right, okay, I better get going. So unexpectedly, I've been faced with two choices. This was kind of what I was thinking. We've got the cliff coming round here. I mean, obviously pops in and then back out to the sea stacks. Slightly rough seas, snow-capped mountains, a few clouds on the horizon, but basically extremely good visibility. Or the second option is the cliffs this way. Again, similar qualities with the rough sea hitting the bottom of the cliffs. More interesting cliffs, I think. And then this one further along is snow-capped. It comes down and then comes around to this one over here. So, but the sky's starting to light up a bit more interestingly that way. So I might get a shot that way. Well, I'm going to get a shot that way first, and then swing round and get this one here. because I want the light, the sun's coming up this way, and I want the light to come and light up the side of that sea cliff. That would be good. Due to the limitations of the microphone range and quality, it kept breaking up, so I'm just going to dub over this bit. But basically I was trying to get a little sunrisey shot looking across this cliff here out to sea, with some clouds to the left, mountains to the right, and as the sun was coming up it was really adding some colour into the sky there. The shot I ended up taking here was f8, 1/5 of a second, ISO 50, just under 50mm on the Sigma 24-105 with the MC11 adapter, and yeah, very nice, enjoyed it, hope you do too. I'm just going to pop this on because, not that it's windy, there's a slight breeze, the last thing I want is anything going over the edge. Right, sun is starting to come up above the horizon now, so I'm hoping that through this sleety hail that we get some nice directly soft sunlight on that cliff. Okay, so composition, I've gone portrait, and that means I can follow this curve round of the bottom of this sea cliff, and it brings us round over to the sea cliff over there, and then eventually round to the sea stacks over here. So what I've got, 24mm f8 manually focused, ISO 50. I've got the polarizer on there, and that's helping bring the reflection out of the sea here, making it look more of a deeper blue, and then also a soft grad to bring down the sky, and that's given me a 1.6 second exposure, and it's making these waves hitting the cliffs look nice and swirly without being too smooth, so you still got a bit of power in them, but it's more controlled power, as it were. So I'm afraid I forgot to record an outro on camera, but here's a little video of me walking back to the car, taking off my backpack, the tripod, my jacket, just getting comfortable. I probably would have taken off my walking boots and put on some more comfortable trainers, and then getting in the car, settling down and enjoying a nice drive back to the Airbnb, where I would have enjoyed a well-deserved cup of coffee. So that is what you are watching right this second, but in the meantime I'd like you to enjoy some music that was created and inspired by this very trip to the Faroe Islands, which I took last year in 2019. I know some of these videos have only just come out now, but that is for various reasons, including lack of motivation and being busy. But now, due to the quarantine, I have both the time and motivation to finish editing these videos. So in the meantime, please enjoy this music by my good friend Jonathan Harrington as he plays you out. Ciao for now.